I hope you can hear me well now. Definitely there's gonna be more like surrounding noises, because as you can see, I'm out in my little garden, and I thought I would show you around all the plants that I still have from, I think, this winter, yeah, like this fall, and they did fairly well. They're thriving so much now, but I really need to make some space for the new plants that I'm growing now. So yeah, I'm gonna show you. So right here we have fennel, is the wild variety, and I only planted one plant, but I have got 1, 2 and 3, maybe 4. I've also got some asparagus, and I've got 3 plants of this, all remaining from last fall. Here I have some, I don't know the English word for them, so I'm gonna write it, like the kale family plants. In Italian it's verza, broccolo, and yeah, kale down there. Here we have a wild, I think it's yellow dock, I'm not pretty sure, but I'm gonna search it later and I'm gonna see. Here we have some more verza plants, which went into flowers, so I really need to take them down, but at the moment I see that there's a lot of bees going on over the flowers. So here we have more flowers, and then some kale, and this, I think it's a type of flower, I'm not sure. I'm gonna let it grow and see what it's gonna turn into. Here we have some, I don't know the English word for them too, so I'm gonna write it. And this too. I also got this little patch here is Melissa, which is lemon balm. I think I'm gonna harvest some to make some tincture. And then we have some St. John's wort, some sage, ruta, I'm gonna search for it. Wild strawberries, I'm full of them. Raspberry. I've got a walnut little tree. Some pretty flowers here and there. Here, this is Ginkgo biloba, which does not make any fruits or flowers, but still, it's a very beautiful plant. I've got a fig plant here, and some other bits. So definitely I'm gonna clean up, and I'm gonna make some space. just finished to plant all the seedlings that I've grown and the plants that I've bought. I chose a mix between medicinal herbs and edible things like calendula and chamomile and zucchini and tomatoes, so that I can have a good variety of herbs and plants. I also have three trees. No, more. I have a fig tree, Ginkgo biloba, which is not edible plant. Yeah. I have grapes, a kiwi, and a walnut tree. Yeah, a walnut tree. The Ginkgo biloba and the walnut are guardian trees, because underneath those trees there are my two cats, the first cats that I've adopted. They were elder and they died 1 year ago now. 1 year and a half ago maybe. I've decided to make them the guardian of this little place. These two trees I've planted and the other were already here. For the planting part, this is kind of a bet because of the weather. It's not stable. In May we usually have a pretty warm weather. Right now it is warm, but in the evening the temperature tends to drop. So we have like a difference between days and night of 10-15 degrees, which is a lot. I found at a grocery store this ark made of, I think, iron, I have no idea, which you have to build, and it's just like a door. And I thought, well, I could really put that at the entrance of my garden so that I can have my beautiful place surrounded by plants, and this ark covered by, I don't really know, maybe flowers, maybe fruits like blueberries, strawberries, because I have climbing strawberry plant, so maybe I could make the strawberry climb around this ark to go over, so that in a few years I will have all this iron ark covered in leaves and fruits. And I really wanted to put it at the entrance of my garden, which it would have been so beautiful, but the landowner decided with the other neighbors to do some renovation work on the roof of our building. So they're gonna need the first part of my garden to put the machines that they are gonna use for this job. And so I thought that maybe instead of the exact entrance, I could put it in the first raised bed, so that it would have been more protected by the workers, and I can still grow my strawberry on it. Hopefully it will work, but I'm not really sure. We will see. I'm sorry, but the camera died and it started raining, so I had to move it. And it's fairly big. For reference, this is my feet. I'm gonna try to plant it, I think. garden has been a very calming experience so far, even in winter where there's no plants, because some plants die and it's too cold and that's snow everywhere, and not every day snowing, but you know, it's weather, it's cold and wet and dark and cloudy and there's no sun. So but still I find myself to procrastinate work in the garden. I think because I just can't in my head, because I am not good enough to do it, and it's easier to just talk to yourself and say, yeah, I'm gonna do this very nice thing and I'm gonna build this amazing garden and vegetable things and, you know, my herbal idea of beauty. It's so easy to lose yourself and to just imagine things and not put the work in for doing these things. At least it's my experience, because I always wait for the perfect moment to do things. Well, dear Fede, there are no perfect moments. Like, I really need to make the things that I want to do right now. You know, there's no such a thing like I'm gonna do this thing tomorrow or the day after, because it's, I don't know, tomorrow is not gonna be different from today, at least not here. So I really think that I need to force myself more to do things when I think them, because I often start things and think about things and never do this. From now on, I'm gonna really try to put the work in every day, even if it's just a small thing, even if it's just, you know, not lose myself for the time I have on social media or watching anime or whatever it is, you know. And so the garden is a very good starting point, especially in spring, because of all the beauty that I really have around that force me to spend time outside, because the weather is too good to be in. So I think that's one of the first steps that I'm gonna take. Just stay in the garden and work in the garden and enjoy everything that I can do here, even if, like, okay, so one of the main complaints that I have for myself right now is your garden is too small, which is true in a way, because the garden is very small and it's in an uncomfortable position. It's on a cliff in a way, it's kind of on a hill, so it's not easy to walk on it, to plant things on it. I really need to work hard to build the raised beds, because I need to make an even surface where I can put the raised beds. So it's not an easy garden, but still I have it. You know, my mind forgets that until 2 years ago I didn't have any garden. I had a little outside space, but we were on the 3rd floor, so it was very small and very ugly too. So yeah, I really think that the main lesson here is to be grateful for what you really have and to play your game with the cards that you have right now and not hope for a better future, because no one is going to build that for you. And it's cheesy, I know, and it's cliche, but still it's true. That's a reason why these things are cliche. So yeah, I do really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm so sorry for the noises, which are getting progressively worse every moment. So I think I'm gonna close it here, and thank you so much for watching until the end, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.